Hey guys, it's your girl Jade. Sorry if I sound a little weird now that it's warmed back up outside. My allergies are killing me. Uh, anyway, this video I'm doing is. I don't know where my phone is. Oh well. This video I'm doing today is a paranormal vlog, I guess. I've always been into, like, the supernatural stuff since as far back as I can remember. I think the first paranormal experience that I remember is a friend of mine and I decided to go into this cow pasture. I think we were like 9 or 10. So, we lived in this trailer park together, so we were always hanging out. And we had to go through the woods where there was there was a kid's body buried back in there. I think we even figured out the exact location, but never. It was like within like a 20-foot area that we figured it out. But we went over this fence that was around the cow pasture. There's no cows in there. Nothing in there hadn't been for years. And we start walking into it. We don't know what we're gonna find. It was rumored that certain things were happening there, and we just wanted to see. Dumb kid shit. So we get maybe 10, 15 feet into it, and it felt wrong to be there. You know how you get those feelings about some places. And we start turning around and looking at the fence, and all around the fence is like these black hooded figures, which scared the living shit out of both of us. We're like, okay, we're surrounded. How the hell are we getting out? Getting weird lights flashing up there. But we did get out of there. That was the first thing. That was the first time I'd ever remember experiencing something like that. But the story I was going to really tell you on here was I was over at my cousin's with my now ex and my very best friend in the world. We've been through everything together. He's like my brother. We're best friends. Our moms were best friends. But my cousin had asked him if he would babysit her twins. And he was like, okay, I just have to find a ride out there. Because I think his car was messed up at this time, or he hadn't gotten it yet. So, my cousin's ex-boyfriend, well, now ex, asked if I would bring him over and he would give me gas money because I'd have to drive an hour away to pick up my best friend and then another half hour to get to my cousin's house, and then vice versa when I go home. So I was like, you know what, sure, I want to see the twins. They're my little buddies. So we get to the house, and they were going out to a party, I think. So I was like, okay, not a big deal. But my cousin's ex leaves for some reason, I guess to go to the store or something, or to go pick up a couple of friends. And me and my cousin, my best friend, and my ex go out onto the back porch with the twins, and we're playing around. And a while later, my cousin's ex comes storming out the back door, asking us what the fuck is going on. Why is the stove on? And we're like, we've been outside the entire time since you left. What are you talking about? He goes, I just walked in the house and the stove was on and a pencil was on the stove and it's on fire. I'm like, okay, we've been out here. None of us have gone inside for any reason because we're all smokers, so we sat outside and smoked while the kids played. So it's like, okay, we don't know what's going on here. So I found out that a month prior to this, they had decided to mess around and play with a Ouija board. I don't deal in those. I've had bad experiences with those. And it's like anywhere that there is ghosts or whatever, I'm going to awaken them and they're going to notice me and all hell's going to break loose. It's, I'm like the lighthouse to ghosts going, here I am, come get me. So, we go in, they leave, and it's now just me, my ex, my best friend, and the twins. We get the twins in bed, and my ex and my best friend decide to go wander off. It's like, okay, let's go look around this house in the middle of nowhere with no lights outside. So here I am, stuck inside with all these strange noises going on. I'm like, okay, y'all need to come back now because I don't want to be having to look around the house for these strange noises. I don't want the twins waking up because I think at the time they were like 3. And it's hard enough to get 3-year-olds to bed anyway. So, they finally come back. And after that, it was a little bit peaceful, thankfully. But it was just, oh my goodness. Like, that kind of stuff always happens. Like, I'll be driving home in my car from work. This one time I was driving home, I was singing on the radio. Or, no, I had a CD in, so I know every song that's on this CD because I'd listened to it for a month. I'm like that. So I know exactly where weird noises are on the CD. And then I was singing and had the music going. And from inside my car, I hear, fuck! I'm like, the hell is going on here? I'm in my car by myself. There is no one in my car. I had to pull over just to make sure there was no one in my car. Because I was like, I know I'm alone. I just got off work and I'm driving home. I know for a fact there's no one in my car. Then another time I was driving to the gas station. The road that I use is like stupid busy from like 6 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. And I have to go through this neighborhood and get onto this road, and it's so much easier just to go to the gas station at midnight, because there's no traffic, and it's so much easier, especially since it's like a hill like this, and the bridge is like in the middle here, and it's blind at the top of the hill, so you run the chance of pulling out and a car coming right up on your ass. So I'm driving through the neighborhood, and I hear this shh. I'm like, okay, really? It's midnight, it's dark in this neighborhood, you're really gonna mess with me? Just stop it. And I decided I was gonna go to... Maybe I was going somewhere that night after the gas station. And then something started just poking the back of my seat. Like, well, they started like hitting my seat and then went in between the headrest and the seat and started poking me in the back. I'm like, okay, this is getting annoying. I'm driving. It's after midnight. Just stop. Leave me alone. Left me alone, thankfully. But anyway, just stuff like that always happens to me. And it's not just like nice stuff like that. Just like, okay, it's annoying. I was home, and my daughter was in her room. I think she was 6, so she was asleep. And I see a man walking through the house. This was back when I lived with my ex. And it walks into his bedroom, or it walks into the bedroom, and just walks around the bedroom. I was like, okay, I know he's not home. I haven't heard the door open. So I go in, and right as I go in from the back door, the front door opens, he comes in, and I'm like, okay, I know for sure that wasn't him. Another thing that happened at the house was we had some friends over, or I did anyway, he's just meeting my friends. And we had them set up in the basement to sleep because they were staying the whole weekend. And they come upstairs. No, wait. We'd gone down to do some laundry, and the washing machine was stopped. I don't know exactly what got us all down there again, but the washing machine cut back on by itself. It's like, okay, We turned it off. It cut back on again. I'm like, okay, this is a new washing machine. It shouldn't be doing this. Or it's fairly new, but it's not. So, it's like, okay, fine. Unplug it. We're done. And we walk out of the laundry room, and if, like, here's a lot of the laundry room, you go, like, here is a hallway that leads to the crawl space. I will not go in that crawl space by myself. It is creepy. Like, there's this presence in there. Anyway, the door was open. I'm like, oh, hell no. I got out of the basement. I was done. It was just, it gave me that feeling of, like, something is going to reach out and take you in there and you're never going to be seen again. So, they got the crawl space door closed, and later on that night, I go to bed. And I have my bed facing, like, the head of my bed up underneath the window, and it goes straight, like, my feet are facing the closet doors. I sleep with closet doors open. I don't know why, I leave them open for some reason. These I've kept closed because I have cats here, and they like to try and get in there and pee for some reason. I'm thinking a litter box was in there at one point. I'm not so sure. But I had gone to bed that night after me and my friends had hung out. And I keep my computer on at night because I have a game that goes. And from the light, there was enough light to light my room. And I noticed that there is a man. It's the shape of a man standing in my closet. My closet is a white wall, and I had no clothes in there at the time because I hadn't hung them up yet. So it's like, okay, there's a man in my closet. I'm out of here. I'm done. I went and slept in the living room. When the friends got up, the crawl space door was back open. So they got it closed off again, and I did not see the man in my closet again, thankfully. That was creepy. So yeah, anyway, I've got plenty of stories like that, but those are just to mention a few of the things that happened to me. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this uploaded. You guys, I love you. Peace.